Seoul, South Korea. North Korean leader Kim Jong Un said his country will no longer seek reconciliation with South Korea and called for the North's constitution to be rewritten to eliminate the idea of a common state between war-torn countries. State media said Tuesday. The historic move to abandon decades-long push for peaceful unification based on a sense national homogeneity shared by both Koreas comes at time when both pace of Kim's weapons development and pace South's military exercises with United States are increasing. He concentrated on tit-for-tat. Some experts say Kim may aim to silence South Korea's voice on regional security issues and make it more clear that he will seek direct agreement with the United States over the nuclear dispute, declaring South as a permanent enemy rather than a potential partner for reconciliation could be part of Kim's efforts to bolster the credibility of his escalatory nuclear doctrine, which authorizes military to launch preemptive nuclear strikes against enemies if it perceives Pyongyang's leadership as if under threat. North Korea's moves come as Kim actively strengthens his partnership with Moscow and Beijing as he seeks to break out of diplomatic isolation and expand his influence by joining a united front against Washington. North Korea also removed key government institutions tasked with managing relations with South Korea at a meeting of the country's parliament on Monday. The official Korean Central News Agency said. The Supreme People's Congress said two Koreas were locked in an acute conflict and that it would be a serious mistake for the North to consider South as a partner in diplomacy. The Committee for Peaceful Unification of Country, National Economic Cooperation Bureau and International Tourism Administration, existing instruments for dialogue, negotiation and cooperation, have been abolished, Assembly said. KCNA said it was a risk area. Kim said it had become impossible for the North to pursue reconciliation and peaceful reunification with the South, which he described as first-class stooges of foreign powers obsessed with confrontational maneuvers. He called on legislature to rewrite the North's constitution to define South Korea as North's primary enemy and immutable archenemy. Kim said new constitution should state that North Korea will seek to occupy, subjugate and retake South Korea as part of the North's territory if another war breaks out on Korean Peninsula. He also ordered the removal past symbols of inter-Korean reconciliation in order to completely eliminate concepts such as reunification, reconciliation, and our fellow countrymen from the national history our republic. Kim specifically demanded cutting sections of cross-border railway and the demolition of monument honoring reunification effort in Pyongyang. Kim described it as an eyesore. The ultimate conclusion drawn from the bitter history of inter-Korean relations is that we cannot advance together